Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Stevens. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Hachimura, he's checked in for Smith.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that.
Timeout. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the East All-Stars making a change here. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Hachimura. The shot, no good. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They've got a 10-0 run going. And that one drops.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. Looking for the first basket of the game. Steffens can't get it to go. The West leading by 12. And Davis, here we go. With the drive and the jam by Harris.
And I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks. And that one certainly qualifies.
Here is Summers. Pass to Steffens. Puts up a deep three. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. West All-Stars lead by 14. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to deal with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Good ball movement here by the East. Shot from 12.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Smith checked in for the East.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And Davis gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
There's the drive. Second chance shot. West All-Stars with the rebound. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guy. The East making a switch.
Substitution on the court.
1:31 left in the second quarter. Here is Summers. He has yet to score. And another miss by the East. Loads it up for Davis. An emphatic LU jam.
And how's that for communication between teammates? Terrific pass and even a better finish on the alley-oop.
And Davis throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Spins. Pass to Summers. Here's Steffens. Inside. Big dog, no good. Now the West with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
20 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Summers the pass to Montgomery. Pass break, here comes the West. Harris looking it over with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Harris has got 5 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the West All-Stars holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans' half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
It's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Big Dog is out there with Smith. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Stevens in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Giannis. Pass to Steffens. Back to Antetokounmpo. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Harris outside. Oh, wow, man. dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Number 23.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Here is Summers. Still yet to score. Pass to Smith. Here is Summers. Pulls up on the wing, and that one is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played.
Assist goes to
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Pass to Harris. Loads it up for Davis, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Montgomery, and another miss by the East. Driving the lane. Murphy down low.
Oh,
Jonathan.
oh, the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Down low. Here's Summers. No good from 11 feet. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the West All-Stars delivering the blowout. And well, we're back in a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
On the floor for the West All-Stars.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
And the East has possession. Stevens, the pass to Summers. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
That was absurd. He's showing the skills that got him voted here.
Stevens, the pass to Summers. Here he goes. Good ball movement here by the East.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. Outside Banks. And that one is hammered home.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Got a piece of it to the right side. With the floater, count that one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Here is Summers. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. to Elliott. And a strong finish with two hands.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
West All-Stars with the rebound. Harris with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Pruitt, and he dunks it down.
Assisted.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Puts up a deep three. That's the good. That gives him the double-double. 12 points and 11 assists.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good